investigative, in-depth. This is WBRZ News 2 at 10.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. First at 10 o'clock, Louisiana has some of the highest insurance rates in the nation. Tonight, State Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple met with residents for a town hall. News 2's Alexis Maroney was in St. George, where Temple heard concerns.
These insurance town halls are an opportunity for the commissioner to meet folks in their backyards. Commissioner Tim Temple says that the best strategy to lower costs is to figure out why insurance companies are leaving Louisiana in the first place. In the last legislative session, 19 bills were written up to address high property and auto insurance rates. Then back in May, Governor Landry signed many of them into law.
But I do feel like, in what our commissioner said tonight, that we should see some movement. We should see some savings for our constituents.
Monday, Louisiana Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple met with Louisiana customers in St. George to address one of the state's biggest headaches: insurance costs.
But over those last 30 years, we've slowly crept up to we are now the most expensive for our personal auto.
Despite the effort at the Capitol, Louisiana Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple says high rates are driving businesses and residents out of the state. He says part of the reason for the high cost is unpredictable weather on the Gulf Coast.
And then when you needed them, they weren't there. 12 companies went insolvent. But just as important, maybe even more so, another 24 to 30 just said we're done.
This man says he owns a trucking company. He says he attributes high auto rates in part to scams and overpaying in payouts.
Start regulating the attorneys. Start regulating the doctors like you regulate truckers, and I promise you, they'll make just as much as I do, and that's probably a less than a penny on a dollar.
Temple says change is coming. Temple says legislators are doing what they can to lower costs.
Change is on the horizon, but we are not done.
But some aren't so sure and just want to see relief in their wallets.
I can't fault anyone for making a living, but I can fault someone for raping the system.
And Temple says the best indicator of when costs will lower here in Louisiana is to look at our neighbors, like Florida. He says 20 months ago, Florida passed legislation reforming insurance costs. The same could be true here in Louisiana soon. In St. George, Alexis Maroney, WBRZ News 2.